everyone, I'm Dice Queen D. I like tabletop RPGs, and you might remember me from some past analysis I've done about Calliope. I haven't done it recently, primarily because I'm kind of like scared of Universal, and I'm worried every time I cover one of these songs, I'm gonna get like, you know, copyright stricken to like to the ends of the earth. But this song in particular really stood out to me. It feels like it reflects a lot of what's happening currently in the VTubing industry, and I really wanted to go over it with you guys. I a big fan of lyric dense works, and this one has a lot of interpretations to it, and it's really strong. So let's just go for it. There's gonna be a lot of pausing. Deal with it. If you want to listen to the full song, go listen to the full song. This is an analysis. Okay. Here, pause. To start with, she was very explicit really early on with the song, hey, this is not about the fans. She makes a lot of songs about the fans. This one in particular, it is not. You can definitely have a reading of it where it does. It sounds a lot like it's towards the fans, but from my personal reading, I don't see that at all. You can, but it's, I think, a bit more clear of who the targets are in the song as you go into it. Anyways. I love that early on that they show off this kind of like AI generation slash character selection kind of screen, this kind of GUI. If you've done any degree of like, hi, here's AI generation, we're gonna select this one and we're gonna tweak some parameters there. That's what this reminds me very heavily of. Much like Idle Manager, you will like it's, do you remember that game? It was from like a couple years ago. You select people based on their parameters, their looks, their personality, their voice, their body, and it becomes this kind of like IRL management, and how you're ranking certain people, how you are selecting people, and how you are changing them. When I think of the amount of people that end up submitting to these like VTuber agencies, I can't imagine trying to rank like 20,000 like 20,000 applicants like at an equal level. If I can see they're giving the wrong answers, if I can see say, oh yeah, they're not that attractive, they get immediately discarded because you know the parameters just don't fit what these guys need. Remember how I was talking about AI generation just like half a minute ago? I'm gonna be pausing a lot with this song because it's very front loaded, very front heavy, very strong lyrics all at the very beginning. But people, to whoever is this song is targeted to, people are effectively about their marketability. Is your voice good enough? Is your body good enough? Can we tweak certain aspects of your personality so it doesn't overlap with people we already have? There's like a lot of nice people in say Hololive, but like, you know, tone down the cheeriness. Maybe let's make you a little bit more anxious. And it's just, how can we make you the product, the investment, the racehorse, the most profitable you can be when we pick you? If we pick you. I do special, then discard the rest. This is why I think some people can see this as like talking about fans, picking one person, being oh yeah, this is the most important girl of the generation. Who cares about the rest? But it doesn't feel as accurate as. And this is where I'm going to talk about who I think the song is targeted. I think it's targeted at talent managers. I think it's people that are looking at people like investments. People that are looking at people and how much money can you make for us? Who here is marketable? Who here is special? And you know what? Screw all everybody else. It doesn't matter that, you know, in a group of 20,000, 5 of them are going to get selected. The rest don't matter. No matter how talented, no matter how unique your experiences are, it doesn't matter if you're not marketable. It doesn't matter if you don't make us money.
racing lovely animals until they crack. Shiny no, hide to get parasite. I'm directed to me. I'll say this, black out, break down. That's it when you've had enough yet. Chatty chat, I can tell you're not impressed.
So one thing I find interesting about this one, I'm trying to get a picture. Yeah, here you go. I think those are Japanese characters there. Something is probably being said. I can't understand it. I don't know Japanese, but I like that they covered that this is like a fly. So it's easy to see this as like, hey, you're a viewer, you're not. Hey, maybe this is about the viewers. I don't think so, because flies on the walls are more about those that are monitoring you from behind you. This is where I lean into the theory that this is more about talent managers, people that handle other folk, people that select those who's going to be to ascend, yada yada. And this is really, how can I say this? The timing of this with Dogi Bird that recently popped up here. Look, I'm not saying she made a song for Dogi Bird for this kind of like production quality for this turnaround speed. That's impossible. This had to have been done like months and months ahead of time, unless this was known months and months ahead of time. But it does talk overall about the industry view of talent agencies, how the talents do get kind of exploited and mismanaged, and look, all these permissions, these filters get put on them. This talks about like the overall handling of people by upper management. And that's the release of the song is very, very topical? Topical. Throw me, and they're going back to the same selection screen. Once someone has lived out their use, once they've given you the money that you expected to get from them, it doesn't matter how much they bent and broke it. As long as you can get your money back, it doesn't matter, because you can just get another one. There are countless people waiting in line to be the next person to ascend. 100%. All you need to do is throw out, hey, applications are come in. You will get an endless supply of people. When I was talking earlier about racehorses, it's betting, it's gambling. You don't know who's gonna pop off. You don't know who's gonna explode on the internet. You can try to manufacture it, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's gambling. And if they don't get any money back for you, what's the point of them? That's where mismanagements start popping them, and you start giving the company less. They start giving you less to offer. They start offering less back to you. The services you were initially given, they'll take it away easy, because that's more money that need to spend on you for not doing as well as they wanted.
They crack. Beautiful dreams are weight modest hearts. Close your eyes and you'll see us black.
When these girls snap is what I'm thinking about when it comes to this kind of scenario. They were bent and broken earlier. They're getting bruised. They're getting beaten up. They're getting abused. And this is like this very nice, picturesque, theoretical snapping point where they fight back against their oppressors. And sometimes you can get a swing in. Sometimes you come out of it the victor. But more often times you don't. I'm lonely, I'm starving. I've had enough. I'm starving when people don't make enough money. Oh my god. So one thing that really comes to mind with this song in particular, it's very heavily Auto inspired. Auto being very, usewa, very, that kind of energy, that kind of fuck the man, fuck all of this sucks, everything sucks, kind of very rebellious energy, and I'm all for it. I love this. Hear the low solo. I think I can manage myself. People that break out being like, hey, I could go indie. But it can go either way. Sometimes you're lucky that once you leave, you ascend, but a lot of people again will just like splutter off and die. And it didn't matter in the end, regardless. I wonder what Poem was up to. Another thing that this imagery really brings me up to has anyone here watched Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei? This gives me the exact same vibes. Give me a little Monogatari, give me a studio shaft, like kind of like bright flowers, bright awful things. Reminds me of also that weird the internet trend where flowers like coming out people's mouths. Very, very graphic, very self-pain, very like crying against his world, hoping for something brighter, but I don't know. Someone just eating up whatever you're serving. Someone that just wants to cling on to what you're doing, what you're making, and still try to control you. And at the end of the day, despite all of the abuse that you're taking, despite having snapped, having been beaten, having been mismanaged, beside all of these things, you have to turn on the screen. You turn on stream and you play the good girl. You play up that everything's fine and that everything's okay and not everything is broken. The song really, really spoke to me. It hit hard. I mean, when I was first listening to it on like YouTube Music, I couldn't like understand the lyrics because I don't speak Japanese. But with the lyrics, it really shows a lot of darkness. I'm still here. I've been streaming since October 2020. It's been like 4 years, 5 years. God. It's easy to look at corporations being like, hey, maybe that's the answer. Maybe we can break out of it as indies. But I had a friend that went into corpo from an indie and she just got abused. A lot of people get abused in corpos. But also, if you want the resources, you gotta go corpo as well. Because a lot of indies just throw all that money from themselves into the streams and it's fucked no matter where you go. Indie, you're fucked. Corpo, you're abused. Where are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? That's why so many things right now I feel are collapsing. So many VTubers I really cared about are just gone. So many VTubers have graduated. Agencies have broken up left and right. Was it Wactor or something is gone? Fucking Prison Project is gone. Fucking Niji Sanji's whatever's happening there. This is that world. We are in. I'm worried that 2024 is gonna be like the year VTubing's back breaks, if it were. Well, in any case, thank you so much for listening. I know it's been a while. Hi, I'm Dice Queen D. If you like my analysis, if you think, hey, maybe that girl's got a point, maybe she's like a little smart, which is what I try to go for. Check out my Twitch, twitch.tv, Dice Queen D, or here, my YouTube. Anyways, get out.